in a class all his own. Michael Jordan. Hope you've enjoyed our hour-long salute to MJ on the eve of his final All-Star appearance. We're just getting warm here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another hour to go of a special All-Star preview. Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley will stick around for that. And we invite you to stick around here at the Jam Session in Atlanta, where it's All-Star Weekend and all roads lead to the Jam Session and Phillips Arena. We'll be back. Slam Dunk coming your way as part of All-Stars Saturday with Rising Stars and Living Legends exclusively here on TNT. Coming your way moments from now here on TNT. Meantime, that NBA.com poll question. The Great Escape, the play by Michael Jordan, which won out with an overwhelming number of you voters at NBA.com or AOL keyword NBA.com. And Michael Jordan, by the way, will be in Phillips Arena tonight. He will not be dunking, but he will be a judge of the slam dunk tonight at Phillips Arena. The game itself, a tribute to living legends who astounded us with their skill and amazed us with their high-flying ability. A tribute to seemingly ordinary players doing extraordinary things. And to superstars performing like superheroes. A tribute to the rising stars who will leave a legacy in their wake and prepare us for the future and the things to come.
From the San Antonio Spurs at 6'2", Tony Parker. From the Phoenix Suns, also at 6'2", Stephon Marbury. From the New Jersey Nets at 6'4", Jason Kidd. And from the Seattle Supersonics at 6'4", Gary Payton.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 989 Sports Skills.
When we return to Atlanta, the NBA's best point guards take to the court in the first running of the 989 Sports Skills Challenge.
And just to recap.
By Verizon Wireless. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you. By Amstel Light, always satisfying, never watered down. Amstel Light, the beer drinkers like beer. And by America Online version 8.0, connecting you to the people and things you care about.
Welcome back to Atlanta, Georgia. Now to the gentlemen who will call tonight's action. Kevin Harlan, Danny Ainge, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley.
All right, thank you, and here we are, and it's great to have you with us tonight in what is going to be, Danny and Kenny and Charles, a great display of some of the things that make NBA players so significantly talented. The skills competition with maybe the most talented players on the floor in every game, the point guard.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to this. It's a new event, and I'm looking to challenge Kenny again. I mean, he just destroyed me in the shooting. Maybe I can beat him in the ball handling skills.
Well, I think
Kenny, you were on fire.
No, I got lucky. The thing is, they didn't ask me to move and shoot. You know?
Right.
So that's the difference. NBA, you have to move and shoot. But this competition is going to be fun because if the bounce pass is going to be the toughest one to get it through that hole, the bounce pass. And then we got some guys. The jump shot. That's what, we got some guys who are not really jump shooters. So it's going to be interesting. The dribbling part is great for anyone.
Well, what they're going to do is they're going to grab the ball right here. They're going to drive in and to make the layup. They're going to let the ball bounce, pick up the ball here, and go around the cones. When they get there, they're going to pass the ball through there, get the ball, the bounce pass. That's what Kenny's talking. That's going to be the tough one. Then they got to make the jump shot, and
we got some non-shooters. We got a couple non-shooters, so
another outlet pass through, and then the cones all the way to the end, and they can shoot any shot past that last cone. They can take it all the way in if they feel like they got a chance, or they can pull up and shoot the one-legged runner.
And that's what you have to do. You have to take that layup because that one-legged runner is not the one in a
unless you're behind, though.
So we've got the 4 players competing in a timed obstacle course, which you just saw, consisting of dribbling, passing, and shooting stations. 2 rounds of competition. The 2 players with the fastest times for the first round advance to the final round. Players will be timed on a clock. The clock will stop when the final shot is made. The players must observe basic NBA rules. And you can log on to NBA.com or on AOL keyword NBA.com to vote on who you think will win tonight's 989 Sports Skills Challenge. Jason Kidd of the Nets, Stephon Marbury of the Suns, Gary Payton of the Seattle Supersonics, and Tony Parker of the San Antonio Spurs. Now here we're going to see 20-year-old Tony Parker, who was born in Belgium, grew up in Paris, and made a splash, guys, a year ago as the starting point guard for the San Antonio Spurs.
See, Chuck, they should have had something for rebounding for you, man.
I like this. I like him in this competition, Parker.
No, I'm going to go with Stephon.
Well, these guys out here play defense like you.
He's talking like Dikembe Mutombo tonight.
I thought it was Scottie Pippen or Dikembe with that bass in his voice.
See, that's what happens when you hang out with me. He hung out with me one night.
Yeah. So here comes Tony Parker.
Tony learned the game overseas where they're more fundamentally sound. Jason and Gary are just all instinctive basketball players.
Yeah, you're right.
This is huge. Huge.
He made that one. That's the key to get off of that shooting rack.
Danny, what did you make this course? What was your time?
28.5.
Kenny, what about you?
I was 38 because I couldn't hit that last shot. I missed 3 of those.
This is where he's hurting himself right now.
He's history.
He's a good passer because he's playing with David Robinson and Tim Duncan. I'd be a great passer. He can knock it through.
How much of this is momentum and rhythm? And once you get going through the first couple things, man, you're gone.
I think if he'd have made that jump shot first, he would have just rolled through it, but he got a little distracted right there. That's got to be frustrating for Tony.
Tony Parker.
See, I did it better than Tony.
Antonio Spurs.
See what I'm saying? I did it better than Tony, man.
He didn't even really finish it because he didn't make the shot.
And what, he's got 20 years on you, Kenny?
Yeah, but like I said, those defensive men out there, they don't move. See, that's the difference. You try for
They play defense like Charles. See, Charles can't talk, so we got him.
We got him tonight.
I resemble that remark.
Charles, I didn't ask you what your time was on this course, so you want to share that with us?
For about an hour and 15 minutes.
Hey, the one thing they could do to make it better is they could make those defensive players the size of Charles, and then have to go around something.
So Tony Parker was 45 and a half seconds, and here comes Stephon Marbury, who is blossoming this year and in the last couple into one of the best point guards in the NBA.
Yeah, he's really playing great this year.
He is playing great because Michael's shoes on.
But you know what, see, Steph is a better shooter than passer, as we see right now. He's a better shooter. Look at it. Look at the bounce pass. Where's the two-handed bounce pass, Steph?
Yeah, Steph's it's instinctive, man. He's just out there playing.
He only going to take 2 shots because he's going to make one. I told you, because he's a shooter, man. This is it. This is big right here.
That's huge.
But he still can't beat out my 38 on
You
your
got it, Kenny, yeah.
I think he just carried the ball. That's -5.
Charles, we're going to get you home to bed, get some rest, and get that voice ready for tomorrow. How's that sound?
I'm not going to bed early.
Who's this? Crazy? Who's this? Astro from the Jets? The dog Astro? Yes, George.
Charles, good luck, and I hope you're feeling better.
Scooby-Doo.
They're telling me to say this. You got to go home and go to sleep.
No, you might go home.
He ain't going to sleep. So you might as well stay here.
New Jersey Nets All-Star Jason Kidd hits the floor next when the 99 Sports Skills Challenge continues. Back to Atlanta, an NBA All-Star Saturday night presented by America Online. Now, here's your host, Kevin Harlan.
Well, during tonight's All-Stars Saturday events, 99 Sports and PlayStation 2 are proud to present these spectacular pictures from SkyCam. And they really give you a great feel of what the players are going through on the floor. Here comes that.
Comes the camera.
Oh, God.
Hey, Charles is going to stick around. You feel a little bit better now, huh? You got a little lozenge?
I'm too tough to go home.
All right, good. You sound better already. All right, the next competitor is Jason Kidd, who is having a career year with the New Jersey Nets. Already, Tony Parker's got 45.5 seconds, and Stephon Marbury's got 41.9 in the obstacle course. 2 rounds of competition.
He's a great passer, so it's a great passer, make great passes. See, I don't know why they're doing that one-hand pass. That's kind of interesting.
He's got it if he makes this shot. Uh-oh.
This is what's gotten everybody hung up so far.
Well, 1 for 2 is not quite good enough, but he's still going to beat those other guys. This is critical. Got it. As fast as he is up the court, he's in first place, but Gary Payton's got plenty of room to beat him.
And that is our first place.
Oh, that's pretty good, though.
Player right now, and there's Jason's young son, 35.3 seconds for Jason. That's Jason's wife, Jemana, there in the background. As they watch daddy and husband perform so well, and he's got the early lead with 1 more to go, and that's Gary Payton of the Seattle Supersonics.
You know, and I thought that someone would really get 25, 26. Danny and I were talking about this because I thought someone would go through the whole way with 1 ball. Just basically go through it, the whole thing. And no one's done it yet. Let's see if Gary is that person.
Well, I don't think so.
He's got some new kicks on, some yellow and green Seattle Supersonics.
I take it back, these defensive cones out here, they're more like the rookie game in the first half today.
The time that Payton has got to beat 41.9 seconds to make it to the final round against Jason Kidd.
He's going to beat that easily.
I think so too. I think it'll be Jason and Gary Payton, the 2 best point guards in the NBA.
Oh, great pass. Great pass. Someone's going to go through. Gary's going to be, I thought he was going to be that one. I thought he'd be the one.
That's okay. He's in the finals for sure.
He's on a roll.
Oh, God. Great passes. Go, G. How'd you make 28? Get out of here.
I made 28 because you made it all the way through.
Where's the tape?
See?
He's in first place.
See, that's impressive to me because he made 1 bad pass, missed a shot, and still got to 31.
Yeah.
So it ends up Jason Kidd and Gary Payton. Payton goes 31.3. Kidd goes 35.3. Marbury and Parker are out. The top 2 advance. You're watching All-Star Saturday.
Welcome back to Atlanta, capital city of the state of Georgia, and the host for NBA All-Star Saturday Night, presented by America Online. Now, here's Kevin Harlan.
It is a great night in Georgia. We've got 2 guys from Oakland, California that will be matched in the 989 Sports Skills Challenge Championship round. Jason Kidd and Gary Payton. Guys that represent the very best in point guard play in the NBA.
Well, and there's Jason Kidd's boyhood hero from the same town, Oakland. Same city, I always keep saying town. Those 2 guys really love each other. They compete hard whenever they play against each other.
It was a first-team All-NBA 4 consecutive season point guard, Jason Kidd, who led his team to the finals last year in his first season with the New Jersey Nets.
Oh, my God. This is it.
Yeah, knock it down, Kid.
Oh, again. That seems to be the one area that the guys have struggled with the most tonight.
I'm surprised Jason can throw the outlet pass because he usually dribbles it there faster than he passes it.
Oh, he's gonna make it 34. 35. That's not bad. 35 is a great time.
And he beats his first time by 0.2 of a second.
Glenn gonna finish him off, though.
Yeah, I think Gary's gonna beat that time.
Yeah, definitely.
Payton looks so confident the first time he goes to the course. And Danny, what was the key for you going through these things?
The bounce pass and the jump shot. You know, I mean, the rest of it, it's not very hard, but the bounce pass, the jump shot. The outlet pass, I think, is not that difficult, but those are the 2 keys.
I tell you what, Kevin, doesn't matter what Gary does, he's always confident.
Yep. Nine-time All-Star. In fact, he will be the oldest All-Star in the Western Conference at 34 years of age, and the second oldest in the game behind 39-year-old Michael Jordan.
Well, that's what happens when you start panicking when you don't do something right.
Well, he could make up this time if he does. Oh, he could have made it up. He could have made it up there because it still was at 20. He's got to make it. He can do it. He can still do it.
Got to hit that.
He can still do it. Nope, it's done.
He forgot the ball. He forgot the ball.
Watch him shoot the left runner. The runner.
Oh, good try, though.
Just that close. And Jason Kidd is our champion of the 989 Sports Skills Challenge competition. And Kidd with a mark of 35.1. And let's send it over to Craig Sager.
Well, the Battle of Oakland won by Jason Kidd. He got a little bit of trouble the first time with his shot, but then afterwards he had it down.
Yeah, I'm just happy that the older statesmen represented well, and actually the city of Oakland represented well. It was a fun contest, and hopefully the kids enjoyed it because we had a lot of fun with it.
A good thing to put in the All-Star competition, something like this?
Well, it's great. You know, just coming out here having a good time. Glad me and Jason was in the finals. I let him win. He needed it.
All right. Two guys from Oakland, California in the finals. It seems to be Golden State and Oakland's day. Earlier today, Gilbert Arenas was the MVP in the sophomore rookie game. We'll be back from Atlanta.
On TNT, featuring two NBA heavyweights.
Back to flashback.
Sean match with
No, but look, I'm helping out on Moses. We got Tina Thompson on Moses. I back off him.
What did he say to you?
He was like, you know what? What do you think about me and Brittany? And I was like, you know what? I think he's trying to move on. He's like, bye, bye, bye.
Yeah, that's it.
Moved on. That was it. He was trying to cry me a river or something. I don't know.
I agree, Ted. You got to sag back on him.
Yeah, you got to prove that to me.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's his only bucket. But if they show it 20 times, so it looks like he had 40.
I know.
One bucket.
He didn't own you that night, did he?
Can you believe
No. I gave him some run yesterday, too, as I was coaching him. I was like, all right.
Here's some of the rules in the Jeep All-Star Hoop It Up. Game clock 8 minutes long. Possessions alternate. After every made field goal, the ball must be taken back behind the three-point line. Every possession change. The clock will stop at all dead balls or made baskets in the last minute. The shot clock will be at 16 seconds, and there is overtime. But I would pay to see Charles in the skills challenge, wouldn't you? I think that'd be terrific.
Charles and Magic, that'd be a good competition.
I play defense like the skills challenge.
Dominique, one of the most underrated players in NBA
Hey,
history.
quit repeating after me.
I agree.
You can't say it, so I had to say it.
I think Dominique Wilkins is the most underrated player in NBA history.
And I will third that because he's not in the top 50, and I think that's ridiculous.
I thought he was in the top 20. To be honest, I think he's one of the top 20 players of all time.
Let's don't get crazy now.
You don't think he's in the top 20?
Well, I think we should have took.
Okay, if you say 50,
We should have took Michael Jordan out and put Dominique in.
What number you think he is if you're in the top 50, honestly?
He should have been in there.
What number?
They're not in the order, stupid.
No, I'm just saying if there was an order. Somebody was 51.
I was 51.
I thought I was 52.
No, Reggie Theus was 51. All right, here we go. Let's go to our PA announcer, Craig Ross.
From Atlanta, the talented young star of TV's Malcolm in the Middle and the upcoming film Agent Cody Banks, Frankie Muniz. For Los Angeles, two-time MVP of the two-time WNBA champion, Los Angeles Sparks, Lisa Leslie. For Atlanta, from the four-time WNBA champion Houston Comets, Cheryl Swoops. From Los Angeles at forward, from the Los Angeles Clippers, Marco Yarick. For Atlanta at guard, from your Atlanta Hawks, Jason the Jet Terry. For Los Angeles, one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history, 5-time champion with the Los Angeles Lakers, Earvin Magic Johnson. From Atlanta, 8-time NBA All-Star and Atlanta Hawks legend, the human highlight film, Dominique Wilkins. Ladies and gentlemen, your Jeep All-Star Hoop It Up competitors.
When we return, NBA greats Dominique Wilkins and Magic Johnson battle it out as Atlanta takes on Los Angeles in the Jeep All-Star Hoop It Up. Welcome back to Atlanta, Phillips Arena, where tomorrow night TNT will televise the NBA All-Star Game for the first time ever. Now to the gentlemen who will call the action, Marv Albert, Mike Fratello, and Jeff Van Gundy.
We are about 24 hours away from the opening tip for the 52nd edition of the NBA All-Star Game. And Czar, this could be one for the memory bank because it will be the final All-Star Game for Michael Jordan.
Well, I've had a chance to speak with Michael yesterday, and I asked him what his thoughts were about his final All-Star appearance, and he said, look, I want everyone else here to really enjoy this weekend like I have so many times before. He said, I want them to appreciate what's going on here. The last thing I want is this weekend to be all about Michael Jordan. I then asked Isaiah Thomas, who will be coaching him tomorrow, his thoughts on Michael's final All-Star appearance, and he said, look, we are all very aware of the fact this is his last time around. We want to do something very special. We're not quite sure yet what it is we're going to do, but we do not want to mess with the integrity of the game.
All right, and Jeff, how about this Western Conference All-Star squad? A 1-2 combination at center consisting of Yao Ming and Shaquille O'Neal, and Yao the starter by virtue of the fan vote.
And Marv, their respect for each other is profound. Yao has exceeded all expectations as the first pick in the draft because he's so fundamentally sound and he has such a humble demeanor. And Shaq remains the most dominant player in the NBA and has been most gracious about Yao starting, calling it good for the game. Speaking to Rick Adelman earlier today, he said he was most likely going to split the minutes evenly between the two tomorrow night.
But Jeff, of even more significance, the Czar, unapproachable. He has been gloating since the coaching victory as he led the sophomores to the win over the rookies earlier today. Such a modest guy. Let's get back to Kevin.
That's Marv, much like what Kenny Smith has done against Danny in that shootout they had here a couple moments ago. And Kenny, you were, like we said before, as we began our broadcast tonight, just absolutely on fire.
Can't leave me open, that's all. Just don't leave me open.
So here we go, the Jeep All-Star Hoop It Up. Marco Yarick and Magic Johnson takes it in for two.
You know what, it starts out as a little bit of fun, and then when the game gets a little close, that's when they start playing a little more serious. So I want to see, like I said, if Dominique can actually still be a highlight.
I don't know if Magic looks too good in the Los Angeles Sparks uniform.
First of all, hey, Dominique not the human highlight film anymore. He's the DVD version.
Here comes Magic looking down low for Lisa Leslie and Jason Terry, the Atlanta Hawks.
Hey, you know it's unfortunate Dominique doesn't get the credit and respect he deserves. That always bothers me.
Yeah, I agree with you, Charles. He had so many good wars against that guy when I was playing with the Celtics. He was unbelievable. Single-handedly carried his team.
You played on that team?
I played a little.
I remember him and Bird having some wars.
You don't remember having me 45 against you, Charles?
A lot of people have 45 against me. That's not a compliment.
What I have a problem with is Jason Terry stealing your nickname, the Jet.
Hey,
what's that all about?
Because as Charles would say, I'm a prop playing right around now. So he can have the Jet for the weekend.
Dominique against Magic. Leslie with the rebound this half-court game.
But these are the two best women players ever to play besides Cheryl Miller, I think, in the game.
What about Teresa Edwards?
You know what? These two right here, Cheryl Swoops and Lisa Leslie.
What about Cynthia Cooper?
I'm sorry. Cynthia Cooper was great, more great in the pros than she was inconsistently through high school, college, and the pros.
What about Ann Myers?
Ann Myers, but the pros. We didn't have the pros then.
First of all, the pros.
We didn't have them.
Lisa Leslie scored 100 points in a high school game.
So did Cheryl.
That don't impress me. She was only playing against girls. Wilt Chamberlain impressed me. You got 100 points against guys. Any guy can get 100 points playing against girls.
What about Nancy Lieberman?
You got that right.
She was good.
Only thing I'm really trying to figure out is why is Jarek doesn't have a uniform.
Because he didn't want to wear a Los Angeles Sparks uniform.
I get it. He's a Clipper. He's still a Clipper.
Well, Clippers ain't much difference between them and the Sparks. The Sparks might be favored. I don't know what the Clippers are doing. I need Bud Selig to contract them.
Los Angeles All-Stars leading 6-4 over Atlanta. And here comes Swoops to Jason Terry.
Oh, see, Dominique in his heyday would have caught that one.
Yeah.
Put that back in his heyday. Now
One thing Magic does a lot better now than he did in his pro career is box out.
He didn't get up there and get the defense on Cheryl Swoops.
Can you believe Kenny actually thought Dominique was going to try to dunk the ball?
I'm telling you, Dominique said she was going to dunk one.
Hey, Kenny doesn't understand, Charles. I mean, Magic, those guys are 43, 44 years old. Dominique, like I am. Kenny's still 37. There's still guys playing in the league his age.
I'm going to tell you what. I saw, now this is a true story. David Thompson walked onto a court. He's 50 years old. With his street clothes on, went up and dunked it last year. I had never seen.
We haven't seen him since then either. He's been in the coma since then.
Yarick down the low with the Dominique Wilkins rebound. And Jason Terry thinking about three. And then dancing on Yarick.
Get excited because he's never seen this many people in this building before.
That's cash.
Dominique's setting Magic up. He's setting him up for the dunk.
Hey, where's Dominique going in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know, but he should be automatic Hall of Fame for sure.
How many years has he been retired?
I don't know. He kept trying to play. Remember, he's playing with the Celtics.
So far, Lisa Leslie has 6 to lead the Los Angeles team. Dominique's got 5.
When do they sub?
We'll take a break here in a second. You'll see.
Yeah, I want to see Frankie Muniz.
When they get tired, they take a break.
They would have started after the first basket. You had Nick and Magic asking for subs.
Yarick, that's a 2-point shot. And we're tied at 10 as we continue on the Jeep All-Star Hoop It Up from NBA All-Stars Saturday night, presented by America Online.
We'll have more from Atlanta as NBA All-Stars Saturday night, presented by America Online.
Nice shot. All day. You reach? I teach.
Bet you won't score again.
I won't score again? How you like that rainbow? That's ugly. Could have dunked. You should have dunked. Hey, Mike. What? Who's got next?
Presented by America Online is brought to you by Jeep, the most respected, honored, and heroic 4x4s out there. Only in a Jeep 4x4. And by America's dairy farmers and milk processors.
Let's take a look at the network television premiere of Gone in 60 Seconds.
3 times the chase, 3 times the adrenaline, 3 times the drama. For the first time on network television, Nicolas Cage, Gone in 60 Seconds, 3 nights in a row. Friday night at 8 on TNT.
That's the network television premiere of Gone in 60 Seconds. See it 3 nights in a row starting Friday night at 8 on TNT.
Folks, like to remind you to log on to NBA.com or America Online, keyword NBA.com to vote on which team tonight you'll think will win this Jeep All-Star Hoop It Up competition, the team from Los Angeles or the team
he was going for the alley-oop.
Atlanta.
I'm sorry, Kev. Dominique was really going for the alley-oop.
I'm telling you, Dominique's going to get that. Oh, my gosh. We got Earl Boykins. I mean,
Frankie Muniz. Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the middle, knocking down a three-point shot.
It's funny you mentioned the alley-oop, Kenny. Because I'm making a list of muscles Dominique would hurt if he tried to dunk. I got quad, groin, hammy, ACL, MCL, back, and patella tendon.
I told you. That's what I'm talking about. I apologize. I apologize. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. I apologize. Human highlight film. See, that was terrific.
I apologize to Dominique.
See, he's a freak of nature, man. He and Jordan and David Thompson, those guys are freaks of nature. They're not athletic. There's something more than athletic about these guys. They always be some type of athletic.
He's 43 years old.
Earl Wilkins. He's not bad, man.
Working on.
Oh, yes, got him again. Nope.
He's not bad.
He's not bad.
If he can't score on Ashton Kutcher.
Hey, he might have won the skills competition.
16-second shot clock violation.
I should have traded for him last night.
Oh, let me see. See, he's going for alley. Magic doing it.
Oh, Magic gets back picked.
No, but look at Nunez. Nunez with the back pick. Up high. What is it? Let me get the up high down. Oh, now he's jumping on his jumper.
Hey, let's take on empty now.
Magic Johnson down the lane.
Here's your yellow lighters on. But what's up?
That was a great drive by Magic right there. He almost got caught for 3 seconds.
Dominique Wilkins again.
This is what the old Atlanta Hawks used to do. Yeah. They just throw it up the backboard like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, they had Kevin Willis also.
Flip Livingston.
Yep.
Antoine Carr.
That's when they had Mike Fratello was coaching those guys.
Magic Johnson's got 6. You just saw Lisa Leslie. She's got 6. A three-point try by Dominique. He's got 7. That is a game-high 7 points. Marco Yarick.
That kid got a chance of being a good player.
Yeah, he has great size. Look at how much taller he is than Jason Terry. He's like 6'6", playing the point guard position.
He got the Steve Nash dirt and whiskey haircut, though.
Jason Terry.
Dominique jumps higher than Jason.
That stops at 9, nothing Los Angeles.
I just called Jason's a munchkin.
Oh, they're taking advantage of the little guy inside.
Kutcher.
I see his little girlfriend, Brittany Murphy, over here. Clearing, just clapping and cheerleading.
Whose girlfriend?
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, yeah. Frankie's bigger than her.
She's a pretty little thing.
Call a foul, ref. Dominique is asking for a 20-second foul.
I told you.
Look at
that dunk finished him off. Hey, I remember late in my career, I had one good jump a game.
Dominique's got 12 rebounds so far with his 9 points. And the clock running down. And 23-19, the team from Los Angeles over the team from Atlanta. The Jeep All-Star hoop it up, and let's swing it over to Craig Sager.
Well, Magic, we've seen you win championships before. You had another one here. Tell us about the competition being dunked on by Nick.
Well, you know, I'm supposed to be dunked on by Dominique. That's what he does, you know. And it was wonderful to see him get up again and thrill this crowd. But at the end of the day, I'm going for the win. So he can have that thrill, but I'm going for the win.
You got the win, but Danny Ainge said you should have been called for 3 seconds on one of your drives to the layup.
Danny's still crying, even in the TV booth. I thought the Celtics and Lakers were over. Danny Ainge is still holding that grudge when I shook him.
LA wins again with the Celtics over the Hawks. LA is the champion here today, and we'll have the trophy presentation in just a moment.
Still to come, the league's best marksmen take aim at the top prize in the 1-800-CALL-ATT shootout as NBA All-Star Saturday Night continues.
America Online is brought to you by Cold Filtered MGD. A better process makes a better beer. And by the Home Depot, driving down the cost of home improvement.
Welcome back to Atlanta. Moments ago, Bruce Clayton on behalf of Jeep presented Los Angeles with the championship trophy of the Jeep All-Star Hoop It Up.
All right. I seem to found my friend Nelly in the stands.
Now let's send it back to Kevin Harlan.
All right, thank you. And here are tonight's NBA.com fan poll results for the Jeep All-Star Hoop It Up competition. And most of you thought Los Angeles would win it in a pretty overwhelming fashion, and indeed they did. Magic Johnson had 6 points. In the 989 Sports Skills Challenge earlier tonight, Jason Kidd was the shooter.
Pace is strong. He's confident.
I'm going with Wesley Person because he's an Auburn guy, and he's got the best-looking jump shot in the NBA.
I took Wesley Person. You can't take it too.
You just got to speak first.
No, I'm going to go with Pace. I think that in this contest,
we'll give Charles Antoine Walker.
No, but you need strength, though. And I think strength is a big factor because 5 racks.
And I tell you what,
you lose your legs.
I'll take Pat Garrity.
I was going to take Pat Garrity.
Well, you're late.
Who do you got?
You can take someone else is taking.
Yeah, you can pick whoever you want, Kevin.
I'll take David Wesley.
Okay.
How's that?
No.
That's nice of you.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. Let's go to Craig Sager.
Well, 2 years ago, Paige, you made the finals. Last year, you won it all. What's the difference? What did you learn, and what's the key this year?
Well, I just feel more comfortable this year. That's my third time that I'm competing in three-point, and just more relaxed. I know what to do. Just can't look at the ball. Just keep shooting.
That's the words of the defending champion. Let's go over to Cheryl Miller.
So, Craig, I am joined by Brent Barry. And Brent, in 1996, you won the slam dunk. If you win tonight's three-point contest, you'd be the first player to ever do that. What's the plan of action?
Well, this one, Cheryl, I actually have the skill to do it. The first time around, I think it was a sentimental vote, and I also gave Dr. J $50. So I'm just happy to be here again. Look forward to shooting.
All right, Brent, thanks a lot. Let's send it back to you, Kev.
All right, Cheryl, thank you. And log on to NBA.com or America Online, keyword NBA.com to vote for who you think will win tonight's 1-800-CALL-ATT shootout. Walker from the Celtics, Wesley from the Hornets, Garrity from the Magic, Stojakovic from the Kings, Barry from the Sonics, Wesley Person from the Memphis Grizzlies.
By way of Auburn.
And we'll be back after this.
He looks to defend his title when we return to the 1-800-CALL-ATT shootout next on TNT.
Nice shot. All day. You reach, I teach. Bet you won't score again. I won't score again? Hey, like that rainbow. That's ugly. Could have dunked. You should have dunked. Hey, Mike. What? Who's got next?
Holloway, 3 goes! Holy mackerel!
Stuff with our recent.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the competitors in the 2003 1-800-CALL-ATT shootout. From the Orlando Magic, Pat Garrity. From the New Orleans Hornets, David Wesley. From the Sacramento Kings, last year's defending shootout champion, Peja Stojakovic. From the Seattle Supersonics, Brent Barry. From the Memphis Grizzlies, Wesley Person. And from the Boston Celtics, Antoine Walker. your 2003
So those are the participants. Some great shooters. And let's go over some of the rules in the 1-800-CALL-ATT shootout. 2 rounds of competition. The top 3 shooters will advance to the finals. 5 racks with 5 balls. You can see the varying worth of the different balls in that rack. Each participant has 1 minute to shoot. And 24-second shootout, as you see. And the ball racks will be placed in those 5 positions. And Danny, of all those positions, what was the hardest for you?
First of all,
the corners.
And he shot the ball anytime he got it. Anywhere.
Danny, what was the best you did in this competition?
I think I got 19 in 1 round was the best I did.
3 is pretty good. All-time best is 25 by Craig Hodges. That was the Chicago Bulls.
Craig Hodges made 19 shots in a row. That's unbelievable. I'll tell you what, Kenny got 15 in 3 racks. I'd be surprised if anybody would catch up to that.
A perfect score is 30. And here's Pat Garrity with the Orlando Magic, and one of the top 10 shooters right now in the NBA.
Well, that's Pat's job. He's a hired gun. He sets a lot of pick and rolls for the Orlando guards, Mike Miller, Tracy McGrady, and he pops back. He makes it very difficult to match up, and that's what he does.
Tell you what, you might be a hired gun, but if you don't make some, you're going to be unemployed.
He finished third in the 2001 All-Star Shootout in Washington, D.C., so he's been here before.
See, the key is, Kevin, you can't look at the ball that you're picking up as you're shooting. You have to shoot your normal shot. And right now, he's not looking at the where the ball is missing from, so sometimes he's getting 2 and 3 misses in a row.
This is about rhythm. You got to have rhythm. And right now, he didn't have any rhythm out there.
I'm not sure Garrity ever has any rhythm.
I'm gonna let that one alone, Danny.
You know what? I love that kid's game. I think he gets lost down in Orlando because Tracy McGrady dominates the ball and Mike Miller when Grant Hill is healthy.
Well, he's a specialist, Chuck. He's not really a guy who's going to create. He's a specialist. He can spread the floor and make the defense stay with him to give Tracy McGrady that room to operate.
He'd be great with a great big guy. I would love to pass it out to double to that guy.
And here is David Wesley from the New Orleans Hornets. This season, over 40% shooting threes.
He's got a nice rhythm. He's keeping his eye on the basket. He's not looking at the ball that he's picking up.
Who picked this guy, by the way?
Nobody.
I did. I just picked him a couple
Yeah, you did, but this is only the first round, remember?
Oh, Kevin.
I can't believe that somebody did pick Brent Barry.
Well, scary. Kevin think we listened to him.
Only problem he got is he's shooting slow.
He's shooting too slow.
He may not finish because he's shooting slow.
He's a set shooter, though, Irvin. He don't shoot jumpers.
But see, he's keeping his eye on that basket. Don't look at the ball you're picking up.
He won't get to the last rack, though. That's going to be his problem right there. He's got almost less than 10 seconds right now to finish 5 balls.
David Wesley, the former Southwest Conference Player of the Year, when it was called the Southwest Conference, when he played at Baylor.
Oh, he must have it timed in his head because he's right on time. Nope,
no.
Well, he's got 12, and Garrity had 13.
See, you can't have the time, the follow through, and trying to grab the ball all at the same time. That's a little too much. This is not Larry Bird out here. He's the only one that can do that. Now, this is a guy, I think Walker and Pager got the best chance because they don't have to jump, and they're strong enough to finish the next round and then the championship round.
No question about it.
Well, I think Wesley Person and Brent Barry, too. I've seen them guys. I coached Wesley Person and played with him, and that guy can stand up there and shoot 1,000 shots without ever getting tired because he's just a little toe raiser set shot.
He didn't make that many of them because you got fired.
Oh, look at here. Look at here. Here's my guy. Here's my guy. Oh, he's around up.
Sorry, Danny.
I know why Kenny picked him because look, he's got that side spin, got that tornado.
Tornadoes in effect. Tornadoes in effect.
He is shooting. This guy can shoot, just flat out shoot.
He's not hitting the money ball. If he was hitting the money ball, it would really be ugly in here.
Man.
Don't stop till you get enough.
He's got 11.
See,
he's got to beat 13.
Like Charles has said, and earlier, he's at 20, and he's finished this rack, where David Wesley was at 10.
Yes. But still, he shot 4 racks, Kenny. He still hasn't tied you yet.
Oh, he can shoot. Kenny, you made a good point. If he had to hit that red, white, and blue ball on any of those racks, it would have been over.
It would have been over.
There is your number 1 shooter through 3. Wesley has 12, Garrity 13, but Peja Stojakovic from the Sacramento Kings with 19. He hit 18 of 25 shots.
But you know what, Kevin? But he gets better as the competition goes on. See, the next round, he'll be even better because he's big and strong. And that's the difference between him and everybody else. His size, he doesn't have to use a lot of strength to shoot the basketball.
We're off to a great start of the 1-800-CALL ATT shootout from Atlanta.
When we return, Seattle's Brent Barry looks to add a shootout title to his basketball resume when NBA All-Star Saturday Night, presented by America Online, continues. Let's check out Cartoon Network's Adult Swim All-Star Extravaganza.
Listen up, TNTers. Cartoon Network's Adult Swim All-Star Extravaganza is coming up after the game. You'll see Futurama, Harvey Birdman, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and a couple of other shows that are pretty out there.
That's Cartoon Network's Adult Swim All-Star Extravaganza tomorrow night, immediately following the All-Star Game, and on the West Coast, catch it at 10.
Welcome back to Atlanta. Here are the 6 winners from the 1-800-CALL ATT sweepstakes, who are all paired with the competitor in tonight's event. The person paired with the winning player will receive $50,000. Not too bad. Kevin Harlan, Danny Ainge, Kenny the Jet, Sir Charles, and Magic Johnson at the end of our table. Welcome here, and congratulations on your team's win.
Well, thank you. You know, we just played together, and I think we just cut and moved the ball, moved the bodies, and we got the win. Even though Dominique and Jason Terry look good, though.
No, Atlanta still can't get a win in this building. That's a shame. That is a shame.
We got to bring you in as a coach here at Atlanta Hawks, Kenny.
All right,
here it is.
Here we go. So far, Peja Stojakovic through 3 shooters is number 1 with 19. He made 18 of 25 shots. And here's Brent Barry.
And this is my sentimental favorite. This would be fun to have a guy win both competitions. The first guy ever to win them both.
You know what? I don't know if anybody else did it. I played in both the same year. And this actually took my legs for the dunk contest. And as we were talking about strength, what Magic said earlier, this contest is about strength.
First of all, you weren't going to win the dunk contest anyway.
I came in second one year, man. Come on, man.
Not just
Check
like last.
Brent Barry won that slam dunk back in 1996.
He's got to make a couple on this last rack, Kenny, I think, to get there.
I think he'll be all right with 17.
Yeah, he will.
He gets 17.
Yeah, he's in good shape.
And that's it. He's in second place and a little dances afterward.
Okay. I like that. Brought some flavor to it.
Yeah, little walking. He told me last week he was going to win it. He said there's no question. He goes, he knows he can win this event. I like how he's for the Larry Bird tactic, wearing his warm-ups.
Yes. Don't bring Larry Bird in this now. Because Larry Bird won the whole thing with his warm-up on now.
Well, now 19.
That's my guy.
Larry did in this first round.
Hey, nothing personal. Him and Larry Bird, don't think they got it coming. They both white.
All right.
You don't ever mention them in the same sentence.
You take the top 3s. So New Orleans Hornet player David Wesley is gone. Here is Wesley Person.
He's got the best looking jump shot I've ever seen.
He's the
it is beautiful.
Younger brother of Chuck Person, and Charles, he could shoot too.
Well, he's not as good as his brother, though.
Well, he's a better shooter. Just pure shooter. This guy, when we used to shoot 100 shots after practice in 3-point range, he was always between 80 and 85 every single day.
No, he's a beautiful shot. I love his jumper.
His brother Charles just shot all the time. He couldn't shoot. He just shot all the time.
Wesley Person finished second last year on the 800-CALL ATT shootout at the All-Star weekend event in Philadelphia.
Every little kid should look at that form.
Got to get it going, though. He's going to have to get it going.
See, I think he needs to step into it. There it is. He's stepping into it now. He figured it out. He needed to step in a little bit. He was a little stiff from sitting on that bench, I think.
And he got to get it up, too, Kenny, right now. So he's getting it up now. He's getting some lift on it.
I think going forth hurt him because he looks a little stiff. He doesn't have any.
I tell you what, he might not win, but every little kid shoot their jumper just like that. Not that thing you got, Kenny.
My coach used to tell me, if it goes in, it's a good form.
Garrity is still alive. He's sitting there with 13 and trying to avoid elimination.
Oh, he's got to hit these two.
One and good! What a shot by Wesley Person.
Hey, all you got to do in this first round is stay alive. You got to find a way.
Because you got 2 more rounds to get it going.
So David Wesley is gone, and the Orlando Magic's Pat Garrity is gone. One left to shoot, Antoine Walker from Boston.
I like this guy. I like Walker. He's big and strong.
Well, Ainge wouldn't let me pick Wesley Person, but he's my guy. Just because he went to Auburn, baby.
I don't think 14's going to get him in.
That's because your guy's out. You can't change that. You pick Pat Garrity.
You told me I couldn't pick Wesley Person.
No, I wanted to pick Garrity. You were going to take Person.
You're right. That's what I said.
Right.
I can't believe you guys didn't pick Barry. Those are the shooting guards. Barry and Person.
Barry and Stojakovic are tied for first place right now at 19 points apiece.
I don't think 14's going to get in. I think Walker is going to get 14.
I want to see if he can shoot quickly. Yeah, no question. I don't know if Walker can shoot quickly. Oh, no.
He is yet to hit.
See, he's more of a standstill.
No, he needs to
take my time, rub the ball, shooter. He's like me. He's more of that type of shooter. I don't think he's like a quick rhythm shooter like you have to be in this game here.
You trying to say he's slow?
I'm not trying to say it. I'm saying it.
Well, one is not going to get you in, though.
Are you sure? See, Kevin, he's a different type shooter. He's not really a shooter. He's a scorer. Yeah, he's a scorer. He's not a shooter. He's a scorer.
But no, this is about 8 3-pointers a game, though.
But what's going to happen?
Yeah, because I was set shots.
He's going to have 30 points after in his game because he's used to taking this many shots, though, and missing this many.
He's got to get hot here.
He's got some rhythm.
You don't have time. You don't have time.
Close the door. Close the door. Yeah, but you see, what you saw, he tried to speed up.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it.
Yeah. See, well, that's what I'm saying. He's a scorer. He's not really a shooter. It's a difference. And people must understand Barry is a shooter.
Person is a shooter.
Stojakovic is a shooter. So these guys are used to shooting.
You know what this would tell me?
That's my problem. That's why Kenny beat me. I was a scorer, right, Magic?
That's right.
There you see our finalists. NBA All-Stars Saturday Night, presented by AOL, continues after this.
Welcome back to Atlanta, an NBA All-Star Saturday Night presented by America Online. Now, back to your host, Kevin Harlan.
We've got our 3 finalists. Peja Stojakovic at 19. He hit 18 of 25 shots. Wesley Person at 14. He hit his last 2 to make the finals, and here he goes. And Brent Barry is the other of our 3 finalists. Wesley Person ranking first in three-point field goal percentage through most of this current NBA season.
As you see now, he's jumping a little bit more. He's a little more fluid. They're going first now helps him.
Yeah, I think that the long rest would hurt Wesley because, like I said, Magic's talking about the strength of a shooter. Wesley really shoots an easy shot.
He hit 7 in a row and took 3 straight misses right there.
But the reason he had to go first, maybe the fans don't understand, because he had the least amount of points in the first round.
Right. See, Magic, that's great. That's great. That's terrific. Thank you. Thank you.
Got to get to 20 at least, Lee. At least, Wesley.
What you say?
Weasley. Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow, that was the money ball. 20 for Wesley Person from the Memphis Grizzlies.
Very nice, very nice.
Like Charles said, that is just a beautiful stroke. It doesn't get much better than that.
We've had a lot of great players come out of Auburn.
Including yourself, huh? I can speak for you myself.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Wesley Person had runs of 7, 5, and 3 in a row on his shooting right there. Now here's Peja Stojakovic, the defending three-point champion.
So Peja's had 5 rounds so far in his career in this, and he's had 17 3-19s and 120. So, you know, he's got to do the best he's ever done.
You know what, Danny, Kenny, and Charles, it's going to be interesting. Wesley came out with a strong second round that started off with 20 points. Everybody's going to have to follow this. It's going to be interesting to see. He put a lot of pressure on
That's not pressure for this guy. This guy, he shoots threes all day. This is what you do.
4 in a row, but missing that last one.
This is nothing for him, man.
I love his stroke, too. He's a beautiful shooter. Look at that rhythm.
It's 4 of 5 right there.
Man.
Yo, turn the lights out. Make it difficult. Turn the lights out.
Same spot every time.
Turn the lights out, man. He can't. This is too easy, man. This game's too easy for him. This three-point game is too easy for him.
I want all the kids at home to look at it. It's the same spot he hits every single time.
Cash. 18. Lots of time. He's going to go for 22. 22.
Peja Stojakovic. Finishing the 20, so we have 2 with 20. Wesley Person and Peja Stojakovic.
Wesley Person caused him to shoot better because he came out the box with 20.
I think Brent Berry's going to beat it.
You think he's going to beat it?
I think he's going to beat the 20.
Wow. All right, Danny.
I don't think so.
I do.
I think Irv is right. Because if you get out to a bad start, you're going to start pressing.
You know what it is, though? All you have, if you hit one rack, if you get 5 in a row, that's what he has to do to beat it. He has to have one rack where he doesn't miss.
Well, this beginning rack is a key for him because I'm going to tell you something. If he misses a couple on that first rack, like Charles just said, he's got to press. And when you start pressing, you're going to be missing. So this first rack is a key.
Peja Stojakovic hits 17 of 25 shots. And here's Brent Berry.
See, he should have danced beforehand. Now, then I would have known he was confident. If he would have started dancing now, then I would have been like, okay, I'm going with him.
He's confident.
No, don't start dancing then, baby.
Hit 4 of 5 money balls, did Brent Berry, whose dad, the great Rick Berry, is in attendance and watching tonight.
It's a wrap.
Stojakovic hit 4 of his first 5.
This is big right here. That's huge.
That was really big.
That takes the pressure off a little bit.
He didn't get the ball right on that one. The ball slipped out his hand.
You got to get a better passer.
Let me pass to him. I'm the only passer sitting here. All you guys are scorers and shooters.
See, the next rack, he has to go 5 for 5.
And he's got to make this ball. This money ball is huge. Right here or it's over.
It's over. No, he's got to go 5 for 5.
It's over.
1.
It's over, Jimmy.
Come on, baby. Come on.
3.
He's got to make the money ball.
4.
He's got to go
good right
No.
now.
That was a 1.
It's over.
That was 14.
Yep.
It's over now.
Good effort.
Yep.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, we're taking this trophy back down to Auburn.
So I have a full 60 seconds for each shooter, Wesley Person and Peja Stojakovic. Brent Berry finishes with 17. We've got a tiebreaker coming up in the 1-800-CALL ATT shootout.
They're Bradley, Alabama.
Remember, these two had a shootout last year in this same event, and Peja beat Wesley Person 9-5.
That was last year, though.
Right.
That was the shortened one. Wesley, like it says, is strong. You know, but Magic says that, you know, Stojakovic is a strong shooter. I say that Wesley is a strong shooter also.
Well, in a different way. I think he's not a strong shooter. I think he's a smooth shooter. And that's what he has. He has a stroke over Peja. Peja has the size and the strength over him. Because nobody shoots it as fluid as Wesley. He really shoots a smooth ball.
Look at the guns on Wesley over there.
Well, that's, you know, he's not child.
That's a BB gun. It ain't no rifle.
Well, we used to call him olive oil.
Hey, his brother was the rifle man. He's the BB man.
You know what? We should set this up for the fans because this is a key. He has got to score at least 19 points. If he doesn't score 19, it's over.
I think he got to get at least 20.
At least 20?
But you know what I'm thinking now? Not even these two. I'm like, if I'm coaching the Celtics, Antoine Walker's got to go back in the post. I've got to go in the post, man.
Forget everything else.
We've proven our point that as a forward, we need you in the post a little bit more.
Oh, they decided to let Pager go first.
I think this is going to help Wesley.
Wow. Yes.
It's going to help Wesley.
Yes.
I don't know. He's going to put pressure on you. He's going to put 21 up there.
You know what? I like shooting sooner. You don't need like 10 minutes of rest. You just need about 3 or 4. He's had plenty of time.
Stojakovic is at 70% so far in the 2 rounds.
He's overshooting right now. He's overshooting.
I think it may have messed him up that he had to come. He didn't know he was shooting first.
Didn't mess him up for long. He's right back in it. This is big.
You know.
Oh my goodness.
They got to do this.
No.
That's a rebuild.
It threw him off.
Look at the ball boys throwing balls.
This is terrible.
Please do it over.
But you know, but how can you do it over though? I mean, he missed a bad first grab.
No, man, this is not fair. This is not fair.
No, they can't do this to him.
This is not fair.
It might not be fair, but y'all can come to the trophy in Auburn.
Hey, we're gonna hear from Sacramento. There's a conspiracy theory.
Especially since I'm sitting here. I hope they do this thing over with. Please do the right thing.
Yeah, I think they just said they're going to do it one more time.
Okay, good.
He went 3 for 13.
You know what?
After the inadvertent horn, he went 3 of 13.
It doesn't matter. We still gonna take it back to Auburn.
He's exhausted though.
You know what's good? They're gonna let Person go, and then Pager will go after that. So
y'all trying every trick in the book.
So Person is gonna go, and Pager will get one more shot. And I think that's only fair.
Good point, Kevin. Good point.
I would give him like I'd take another 2-minute timeout and make Pager go first because I think it's a distinct advantage to go last.
So here's Wesley Person from the Memphis Grizzlies.
My God. Hit the net next time. Hit the net.
Hey. Come on, Wesley.
He's shooting. That is pretty.
That's beautiful.
He didn't follow through.
He rushed it, and it's almost like he's going to the next round.
Wow. Take a good look, ladies and gentlemen. That's as good as it gets right there.
He's got to make the rest of these pretty much.
He's got to get 10 out of these balls. Where you out of possible, what is it? 14, 10? No, because the money ball. Because possible 12.
He's had 2 bad money balls in a row. I mean, 2 wide left.
Here he goes. His final 5 shots. And Wesley Person.
He got to make the money ball.
Here comes the money ball, and he nails it. 16 for Wesley Person.
This is really starting to make me mad. The other guy gets to go 2 for 1.
Conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
Well, Auburn.
How much did he have on the one that he missed? They stopped it. How much did he get? He had 12.
And you know what's funny? Wesley's ball rotates really beautiful.
Yes.
And Wesley goes straight, and Pager goes to the side. It's interesting how they shoot it.
Oh, it's a wrap now. See, he's got his rhythm, I think.
Well, I think that Pager can have a bad round and get 17. He's never shot below 17 ever in the competition.
Wow. Is he shooting or what? Is he shooting?
Well, they gave him 2 chances.
He's shooting, Charles.
He's got to beat 16.
They gave him a warm-up round.
Hey, Wesley, go blow that horn, Wesley. Go blow that horn again.
Somebody better blow it. He's shooting. Somebody better blow it because he's shooting.
That's the first guy that tied you, Kenny, in the first three rounds.
Stojakovic. Got it.
Hey, start.
It's an assassin.
Start ringing the cowbells up in here. This is over. Oh, he can shoot. He can shoot.
Yes, he can.
He can shoot.
Peja Stojakovic, the two-time now champion of the 1-800 call ATT shootout. A spectacular display. And there have not been many that have defended that title. Larry Bird is one of them.
Craig Hodges, Mark Price. Hey, I tell you what, I'm a believer.
Yes, I told you.
I'm a believer.
Big, strong. That's what won it. That's the only reason he beat Wesley, because he was bigger and stronger.
And he cheated.
Greg Sager, he was a flamethrower, and you're standing by with our champion, Peja Stojakovic.
Good job, boy. Good job.
Well, Paige, after that inadvertent horn in your final round, how did that affect you? How did you regroup and come back?
Well, I knew they were going 60 seconds, but after the buzzer beat, I thought we were going to go 24 like last year. It took me out of the rhythm a little bit, but we did it again. So.
The trophy presentation is coming up next. If only you could replay the overtime in Game 7 of the Lakers like you did here tonight. Maybe we had a different final last year.
I hope so. Thank you.
All right, Peja Stojakovic defending his championship in the AT&T long distance shootout. Well, the trophy presentation in just a moment.
Don't change your channel, because just around the corner, the league's high wire acts take center stage in the Sprite Rising Stars Slam Dunk as NBA All-Star Saturday Night continues. Moments ago, Elroy Cartwright, Vice President, AT&T Partnership Marketing, presented Peja Stojakovic with the trophy as champion of the 1-800-CALL AT&T Shootout. Here's Kevin Harvey.
Desmond Mason from Seattle, and the much talked about Amari Stoudemire from the Phoenix Suns, and Jason Richardson, the defending champion from the Golden State Warriors. This is about as good a foursome as you're going to find among the young players 3 years and in the entire league.
And you're right, Kevin. You know what? Everybody that is here wanted to be here, and they can all get up and fly. We've been missing in the slam dunk contest guys that can fly, and we got a couple of those guys in this event tonight, and this is going to make it exciting for everybody. And then Stoudemire has brought a whole new excitement about this All-Star weekend in this slam dunk contest, and I hope he has a big slam dunk tonight. Well, he does well, I should say.
I don't think this is a tough event for the big guy, because you can't see the elevation between the space that he's jumping and then going up.
You haven't seen him in person yet, have
It's
you?
tough, though. It's a tough big man. This is a tough big man event.
Well, you know, he's better at dunking on people.
Like, remember, Tom Chambers was in the dunk contest one year, and he didn't really show well, but in a game, he's going to dunk in traffic and over people and on people.
Good point.
You know, it's
That's
tough.
a good
It's a
point.
big, tough thing for a
It's
big
like
guy.
Kenny Walker. It's like Walker from Boston shooting threes. Antoine Walker. I said Kenny, excuse me. Antoine Walker.
Kenny Walker, ironically enough, a former slam dunk champion. See, you had it right.
Yeah, and you corrected me. Thank you. You saved me. Good assist, Kevin.
Let's go to Cheryl Miller right now.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. I'm joined by Amari Stoudemire and Richard Jefferson. We'll start with you, Richard. We've seen so many dunks over the years from Dr. J, Dominique, Michael Jordan, Vince Carter. Is there anything out there new you can bring tonight?
I think we have a good group of people here that have put some time in it, that enjoy dunking, enjoy this atmosphere, and I think we're going to come up with some creative stuff today.
Amari, first half of the season, you took this league by surprise. Any surprises tonight for us?
Yeah, I got a couple surprises, a couple tricks on my sleeve, so it's going to be very exciting.
All right, let's right back to you, Kevin.
All right, Cheryl. You're watching NBA All-Stars Saturday Night, presented by America Online. The Slam Dunk is coming up exclusively on TNT.
Brought to you by 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls. It's free for you and cheap for them. And by McDonald's.
A legend doesn't merely dunk. A legend innovates. A legend pushes his limit. A legend leaves them in awe. Tonight, creativity is at the forefront. And youth is served as a quartet of rising stars aim to stir the imagination. and on one Atlanta night, turn one dunk into one indelible legacy.
Slam dunk fans, prepare for takeoff. It's time to get above the rim with the contestants in the Sprite Rising Star Slam Dunk. Here are your contestants. At 6'7" from the New Jersey Nets, Richard Jefferson. At 6'8" from the Phoenix Suns, Amari Stoudemire. At 6'7" from the Seattle Supersonics, Desmond Mason. And from the Golden State Warriors at 6'6", the defending slam dunk champion, Jason Richardson.
Stay tuned because coming up next is the Sprite Rising Stars Slam Dunk. As All-Star Saturday Night continues from Atlanta. Welcome back to Atlanta, Georgia, and NBA All-Star Saturday Night presented by America Online. Now let's join Kevin Harlan and the gang courtside.
And let's take a look at our judges for tonight. Some great past winners. There's D. Brown. Danny, you play with him in Boston.
Yeah, he's a shooter and a dunker, too.
He had the blindfold. Remember that? And there's Dr. J.
There's no one more distinguished than the doctor.
And then Charles, got Michael Jordan as one of the judges tonight. And then Spud Webb, Magic Johnson.
The best little man dunker that's ever lived.
And then Dominique, a two-time slam dunk champion.
I still think Dominique beat him in Chicago, too.
Here it is.
Richard Jefferson is first up.
What you think?
You know, I think in the dunk contest, sometimes you have to make a simpler dunk look difficult. So that means you have to kick your legs. You have to spread your wingspan. Then the dunk looks like it's more difficult than it actually is.
Hey, you know what's amazing? I was wondering why they only had 4 competitors, and I realized this thing was sponsored by AOL. They cutting back anywhere they can.
Charles, you are crazy. See, he didn't get this clean either. See, he didn't go through clean.
Just didn't quite catch the ball clean. You know, sometimes those are slippery balls in these competitions, but this kid Stoudemire's coming up next.
37 for Richard Jefferson.
I want to see something. He's probably the most confident high school guy to ever come in the league.
You know what? In this contest, he's the wild card, too.
Yeah.
We just don't know what he's going to do, so it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to come up with.
This guy reminds me of Bam Bam.
Hey, first of all,
he's young, he's strong, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Kenny Thomas, he's a guy out of high school who's got the most confidence. If I had a body like that coming out of high school, I'd been confident too.
Okay.
It's slippery ball.
And you got to get up a little higher, Kenny, on that one.
Yeah, but the long, he got the arm.
Yeah, but he wasn't up there high enough.
Yeah,
he wasn't high enough for that one. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
See?
You get a miss.
The big body.
Yeah, too big. He's too big for that dunk right there.
Well, I wish I was too big like that when I played.
You were at 13.
You got it good on that one, Kevin. He set himself up for that one.
But this is a good dunk, though, if he does make it to warm up with. Yeah. That's a good dunk.
You know what he did? He went away from the basket that time.
Great dunk.
That's a good dunk.
Look at that, and almost all 10s on the side.
Hey, what do those guys know about dunking?
See, as a newcomer, you have to come in and let people know that you're here. You're here. Because he's a newcomer. Everybody's not sure what he can do. So he goes up, and we've seen a lot of people do this before, but I don't know about that far from the basket.
That's ridiculous.
You know what?
Unbelievable.
I think the big, people always complain about the dunk competition. The only problem with the dunk competition, guys have already did every dunk possible.
Well, 3 of those guys sitting at that judge's table has done everything that you can do in a dunk contest.
See, I like this guy right here.
Looked like a little Michael or Dr. J.
Yes.
Yeah, that was definitely Michael Jordan right
No,
there.
he didn't rock it. Mike rocked it twice. He only rocked it one time. Mike rocked it twice.
Man, you know he can't rock it.
You got to rock it twice. Rock it to sleep, baby. If you're going to rock it to sleep. Oh! See, that's like an 8 to me.
Yeah, he can't fly like
No,
Michael,
but you got to rock it twice.
He can't.
No, you can't give him a 10, Mike. He didn't rock it twice, Mike. You know that.
Mike got to be diplomatic, man.
Whatever.
All-Star weekend.
Keep it real, Mike. Keep it real. He didn't rock it twice.
I think Michael knows what's good and what's not. He may have seen him before, but I tell you what, that's impressive.
Pretty good, yeah. No, once, and then you got it one more time. That's pretty good. But that's why I like him, because he's going to be a consistent 45 guy.
Well,
and I think that's how you win this dunk contest, 47s consistently.
But Charles went with Wesley Person from Auburn. I'm going with Richardson. Jason from Michigan State.
I'm sticking with Bam Bam.
Here we come, Michigan State.
He's a game dunker to me.
Defending champion, Jason Richardson.
He reminds me most of Dominic, of all the old dunkers, just because he's that two-legged jumper and power.
Yeah, but he's 6'3".
And he walked like Dominique. You know that walk that Dominique walk?
He can strike, put a match between his knees. He can make a strike.
Bracket!
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a 50.
That's a perfect dunk.
That's a 49 in my book, only because he didn't kick the legs. I'm the Russian judge.
Kenny. Man, you hard. You hard, Kenny.
We're going to have an investigation on Kenny.
All the judges got 10s up but Kenny.
Diplomats, man. Diplomats. Keep it real.
You know, he did that same dunk last year also.
Yeah, he wasn't as high as he was last year on it. It was nice, though. I'll give it to him.
But he did kick the legs.
Yeah, it wasn't nice as last year, though.
But maybe he's saving that one for the second round.
Great way to start the Sprite Rising Stars Slam Dunk. The second round is on deck from Atlanta.
Don't forget to tune into TNT tomorrow evening for exclusive coverage of the 2003 NBA All-Star Game from Phillips Arena. Coverage begins at 7:30 p.m. with Inside the NBA All-Star Edition, featuring a live look-in from Shanghai, China, where Yao Ming's former teammates will be getting ready to watch him make his start in the All-Star Game. That's tomorrow evening exclusively on TNT.
Presented by America Online is brought to you by Sprite. Obey your thirst. And by Bank One's Personal Platinum. Issued by us, created by you.
Spectacular shots from the TNT Total Motion.
That's the best thing I've ever seen in terms of the
It's like a poster for every.
Did you guys see where Jay Rich's head was?
Yeah, that was crazy.
I thought it was level with the rim. And the power of the dunk.
That was good.
Let's congratulate the winners of Sprite's Ultimate Fan Experience. They're in the best seats tonight, taking in all the action of Sprite's Rising Stars Slam Dunk Contest. Sprite, obey your thirst. Well, in the early going here, you get a composite score of 2 dunks. The dunks will be tallied at the end of the first round and second. Maximum composite score 100, minimum 60. The 2 dunkers with the highest first round composite scores advance to the final round.
See, that's funny how they icing their like elbows instead of like most guys their fingers after a dunk.
Richard's got to bring a moving on up dunk right here to get back into it. You're right.
Richard Jefferson from
no, he tried to go through 180 and put his elbow on the rim.
He tried the Vince Carter 180. That's his moving on up Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, so they're giving him 8. See,
but Dominique, no flair to it though. It was no flair to it. And as you pointed out before, Danny, see, we've seen it all.
We've seen it all.
So you can't come out with that one. You got to do something else.
And now we see how hard it is to get your elbow in the rim like Vince Carter did that one time.
That was still good.
Combined score 74 for Richard Jefferson.
237. That's about right.
Well, you know what? I mean, going into that dunk too. I mean, it's disappointing when you get 37 in the first round when guys got 50s and 49s. There's not much you got. 50 isn't even going to get you to the next round. That's Amari right there. Bam, bam.
Bam, bam.
It would have been a perfect first dunk, but Doc gave him a 9.
That's going to cost him because he doesn't get to replace that dunk.
He doesn't?
Nope, he replaced the first one.
But see, the same problem that he has. He's a powerful dunker, but he's not a hang time dunker. So when you're doing moves like that, you got to have hang time, Kenny.
No doubt. That's why I say the big men get punished in this event because they have to move the ball in areas that they don't normally have to do it when they're doing dunks.
And I think, too, Amari's not loose, and I think that happens to a lot of guys in the first time they compete in this. You know, you don't see any sweat on his forehead, on his legs. You know, he didn't really take the time to get loose because he makes that dunk almost every time.
Yeah, but this adrenaline, when you got 17,000 people in here and you're in the dunk contest, you jump higher than you've ever jumped before.
Oh, good point.
Would ever jump before.
This guy don't need to be loose right here because he's loose already.
See, and I like him. He's my favorite because he's consistently going to be at 46. Whatever he does, consistently. They're going to give him 8. So he'll stay 8 all from all the judges, 8 to 9.
It's between Mason and Jay Rich. They're going to be in the finals.
Yeah, more creativity out of those two guys. Plus, they got hang time.
That was sweet right there.
Yeah, it was.
See, he takes out from outside the line. No, not quite outside.
You know, we take dunking so for granted. That was a beautiful dunk. It wouldn't look simple, but it's not.
But see how he kicks his legs twice? Yeah. See, so he makes a simpler dunk, a left-handed lean dunk. He makes it look more difficult. It's the illusion. Like I always told Mark Jackson, who now plays with Utah, you make a simple pass look great because you can be on a 3-on-1 instead of making a simple bounce back. You look away like Magic used to do it, and now they say it's a great pass. Magic looked away to really do it. He does it just to make people look like he's doing something more than he is.
You know, first of all, I've always thought that was bogus. The term no-look pass. If you don't look, how the hell you know where the ball going? What do you mean it's a no-look pass? You're looking, you just act like you're not looking.
That's acting, Charles. Acting 101.
See, he needs to save now because all he needs to do is just make a dunk and he's in.
360. He's going 360. 360.
So much for conservative.
I think that was safe. We can safely say he's going to move on.
That's a 10. Oh,
but now he got 50 again. Now he's going to have to come up with something different.
Oh, he will. He can jump.
See, catch it, turn, he looks. Got enough time to turn.
That is Dominique.
Yeah, he's got enough time to turn.
That's Dominique.
And he brought it to the hip. See, he brought it to the hip to bring that extra illusion that the ball is moving around. See, he's moving more places than it really is.
So Jason Richardson with 100 points.
Nasty.
And Desmond Mason with 90 are two finalists on NBA All-Stars Saturday night. I'll get back to the Sprite Rising Stars Slam Dunk. Another spectacular look at the TNT Total Motion.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick. This is sick, too. This is sick, man. I need the poster when this comes out. When it comes out as a poster, I need it.
Jason Richardson, remember last year he was the rookie game MVP. As you take a look at Michael Jordan, who's won a couple of MVP titles in his illustrious career.
He's won everything but the three-point contest. Remember he was in it that one year, though?
And Jason Richardson also on the slam dunk last year. He was the highest scorer with 31 points today in the sophomore rookie game. He leads this competition.
That is freaky right there. That is freaky. The lead between the legs is freaky. Oh, man. Hell no.
That is 55.
He saved that. He saved that. That is a top 10 dunk of all time.
And look at Jay Rich. Jay Rich is going, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's sick. This is sick.
This is unbelievable.
He saved it. He's got the flu right now. He's sick. He's sick. He's sick.
Everybody got to remember, it was with the left hand, too.
We need to get him a get well card. He's sick right now.
Oh my God. Hey, you guys, the amazing thing is Jay Rich, I'm telling you, look at his head.
Do you hear the crowd? Every time they replay it, they just go crazy.
You know what? It takes a lot to impress me. That was impressive.
Yes. The dunk contest had lost some of its luster, but it's back right now.
That's right.
that is in the top 5 ever.
Ever. You know what? Ever. That Vince Carter come back next year. You got somebody that will challenge you now.
That was sick.
Here's another guy, though, I'll tell you what, but he made a face. He couldn't believe that dunk.
That was tight, but after going after that one, after going behind that first dunk,
yes,
he should have brought out his best dunk, whatever it was.
Hey, you know what?
Brought it out.
Second place, been third place.
There's Magato. He stays consistent, man. He's got consistent. Now, you know what? He's pumped right now. He's pumped, so he's going to come up a little higher and do something a little bit freakier, man.
You're right.
I tell you what, Mace, I predict he's going to end it right here. Mason.
We've been coming to this thing a long time. For the last 5 years or so, this is the first time I've seen the crowd react since the Dominique, Michael, Vince Carter.
But you can always tell by how the players react.
During tonight's All-Stars Saturday events, 989 Sports and PlayStation 2 proud to present these spectacular pictures. Skycam, here comes Desmond Mason from Seattle.
Oh, okay.
To replace it.
Okay.
But there's a little pressure on him now.
That's a little pressure. I like that one, though.
But see,
I like that.
Now he knows that, okay, I got to come with something else. Come with something else.
Nah, he's going to try the same thing. I think because he likes that lean and he likes to put it in that left hand. Okay, cut the ball with 2 hands.
Hey, that's smart because that might get him enough to win it right there.
That was the point. You had to be.
Oh, they're giving him a chance.
Dr. J gave him an 8 too.
Dr. J is like the Russian judge too.
Hey, all I know is I was watching D. Brown over there and he was copying off Dr. J's test right there.
Hey, look, he jumped outside the lane.
Hey,
come on, man.
We got a couple figure skating judges over there.
That is a good one.
Well, we better talk about Jason Richardson right here. He's going to have to come with the best dunk
he's had in his whole life.
This
is it. This is advantage.
Yes.
You're right. This is have to be the best dunk he has. And he can't hold anything back.
No, he needs 49 to win. He needs 48 to tie.
He might get that.
Yeah, that's
if he gets that, he's got to show me something that I hadn't seen before. He cannot do a dunk that I've seen before. Because Desmond Mason just showed me something I had not seen before ever in a dunk contest.
Remember, he played earlier today in that sophomore game, had 31 points, but 7 dunks in that game.
And he had about 100 points in a couple of those dunks too.
Right, yeah. Those were spectacular.
He's going to go, okay, let's see. I don't think the throw in the air is going to do it. I don't think throwing in the air.
Everybody's seen it.
Everybody's seen it. I don't think
you know the thing that's amazing? This kid has to jump off 2 feet also.
I've seen something I've never seen before. And he's right. He got the championship. What?
Michigan State represented. Jay Richardson.
Oh, the dunk contest is back.
Yes, it is. It's back.
You know what? It's sad that somebody has to lose that because they both. I'd like to see him do one more.
Oh my goodness. That's everything. That's Desmond Mason. That's Vince Carter. That's Dominique all rolled into one dunk.
But look how he did to be between the legs. He came backwards.
He's backwards instead of forwards.
There you go.
Oh, backwards instead of forwards.
Oh, he went backwards that time. You talking about hang time? You gotta have some hang time to do that.
Charles, don't ever say there's dunks that no one has ever done, because great players are going to make things up.
He's a repeat champion. He won by 2 points tonight. Craig Sager, as we send it to you.
Well, the greatest competition we ever had on All-Star Saturday was when Michael Jordan defended his title against another former champion, Dominique Wilkins. We had 2 winners here, you and Desmond Mason from a year ago. How did the competition bring out the best in you?
Desmond came in and did between the last dunk, and it was just outstanding. I couldn't compete with it. I had to save my last dunk for the last one. But I knew if I get the last dunk, I could win the contest.
What was the last dunk, and how did you ever dare to think about doing it?
Well, me and Gilbert Arenas always up in the gym thinking of dunks, and I wanted to see if I could do it between the legs 360, but I couldn't get the steps right. He said, why don't you just take it between your legs backwards and dunk with your left hand? I liked the idea. I tried it once, and this was only my second time doing it.
Well, congratulations, our group of analysts said they had seen it all. It's from our great panel of judges, but something new here as Jason Richardson defends his slam dunk title.
For for the first time ever on TNT. The only time of the year when the best battle the best. Don't miss the 2003 NBA All-Star Game. Tomorrow starting at 8 Eastern.
By Gatorade Thirst Quencher. It's in the NBA. Is it in you?
Ago, Darryl Cobbin, Vice President Sprite Brand Business Unit, presented Jason Richardson with a trophy as champion of the Sprite Rising Stars Slam Dunk. We'll be back after this.
Saturday Night, presented by America Online, is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, bringing people together with low fares. By Ford. If you haven't looked at Ford lately, look again. By Budweiser, delivering beer at its best with the crisp, clean, refreshing taste known only to the king of beers. And by Adidas Basketball, forever sport.
Welcome back to Atlanta, and thanks for joining us this evening on TNT. You've been watching NBA All-Star Saturday Night, presented by America Online. Now, for the final time, here's Kevin Harlan.
All right, tomorrow, 7:30 p.m., tune into TNT for exclusive coverage of the 52nd NBA All-Star Game. Now, for our entire crew, Kevin Harlan saying goodnight from the NBA All-Star Saturday Night in Atlanta. You've been watching the NBA on TNT.